Before the recording started, Hunter asked me if I'd still do the podcast if he murdered a woman in cold blood. And I didn't have anyone else to tell about that. So
okay, well, that's a lie. That's a lie. But here's the truth. I said, Isaiah, what'd you have for lunch? And what'd you say?
I had spaghetti.
And then he was like, oh, it's because I'm part Italian. Is what he said.
I said, I'm Italian to my blood was the direct quote.
And I said, oh, that's what that smell is. Whenever I meet with you, when I was in person with him, that's what that smell was. So today
I said, I'm not even that Italian, actually. So you're making that up.
Your mustache, you could fool me. You could definitely fool me. You look like an Italian American.
Yeah, I think you're just like really racist and need to put people in groups in your mind.
Absolutely. Well, I have to be. You know, I have to be that character on the
record,
show.
He said it. He said, yeah, character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said it on the show right there. You heard
I have to be this character. I break my fingers because I closed them so hard. My character. Also, still want to say I'm in Japan mode now. So all my cares are out the window. They're on a plane flying to Tokyo.
The past 3 episodes we've recorded in the span of like 4 days. So
Tokyo. That's all I can think of. Tokyo.
That's all I can think about. Yeah.
Konnichiwa. So I say, hiyo.
Funny enough, that's where he said he was going to murder a woman. So what does that tell you?
What would you, I'll say it, you know what? Fuck it. I'll say it again. What would you do if you found out that I killed someone in Japan and I told you later?
I would quit the podcast. That's what I said.
That is not what you said after the show.
That's literally what I said.
That is not what you said.
It would be terrible optics to continue the show.
No. Here's okay. What if I said gave you this one then? What if I gave you this one? I said I'd go up to you. We're at like a Red Robin or something, having dinner, celebrating something, whatever.
Why would we be celebrating at a Red Robin? And I'm like,
more campfire sauce and bottomless fries right here. And I say, I gotta tell you something. Okay. So then I'm like leaning in because I don't want to be loud. I'm like, I gotta tell you something. You got to respond back because if you're at the table.
Okay, all right. What is it, Hunter? Is your fries bad? Or are they a little overcooked?
No, the fries couldn't be better. Seriously, the campfire sauce is amazing.
That's good. Hey, I just had a quick question. Why are we celebrating at a Red Robin's?
Isaiah, I did something bad.
What? Took me to Red Robin's for a celebration? I know, but you mean something else?
I strangled a woman on a Japanese train. And guess what? I got away with it. No one knows, only you. All right. But I felt weird. You know, we are celebrating at Red Robin, your favorite restaurant. And I feel like it would only be disrespectful if I didn't tell you this. And I just wanted you to know, no one else knows. I don't think anyone's ever going to find out. Will you continue the show with me? And that's the conundrum I give you. Now, what's your answer? No one knows.
Was the train Japanese or the woman?
Both.
Then I don't know if I can continue. I don't think I can keep the. I think just culturally, and especially from like a brand safe perspective, I think I have to quit the show. But I won't tell how you on a public transit and you got away with it. You got out of the country.
It was late at night. It was so late.
Okay.
It was so late.
Kind of like a Collateral moment where like Tom Cruise gets shot to death and they just leave him on the train and it's fine.
No, I hit her body.
Oh, on a train.
Not because of it. Because I just put her underneath the bench.
Don't those trains move like really fast?
Oh, extremely fast.
So how'd you hide your body?
I put her under a bench. It doesn't matter. You know what? I'll say this with my answer. I'll say this. I'll say, you know what? You might have said, yeah, Hunter, I would have to leave the show. I couldn't work with you anymore. But you said, I think. So for a moment, you were like, well, maybe I can get past this. And that's all I needed, buddy. Friendship secured. Friendship saved. Knowing that.
Did she have it coming?
No, I'd like to think it was a barbaric rage. I almost blacked out. I always hate that. In those crime documentaries, I blacked out. Bullshit.
Well, that's a cope. That's what like OJ said and stuff like that, right?
I didn't know what happened. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Well, hold on. Did just like Harry and Allison just watch? Were they just there? They didn't care? Like, what was the logistics of you?
I had a long night think. Actually, what if you found out that I strangled someone to death, but it was in self-defense. Like I saw some guy getting ready to stab somebody, right?
Well, that's fine.
He's like, give me your fucking wallet, whatever like that. And then besides just like knocking him out with a punch, I just go with my bare hands and I strangle him to death.
That's fine. I don't care about that because at that point, like I've thought about this before. If you were in like a self-defense scenario and you were choking someone, you would be afraid that as soon as you quit choking them, they were going to attack and kill you, right?
Okay, let me repurpose the question then really quick.
Okay.
What if I said, I think I saw a guy getting ready to stab somebody to death?
What do you mean by think?
That's what I mean.
What?
That's what I really throws a wrench in the whole operation, doesn't it? What do you mean you said I think? Well, I'm just saying I thought that's what I saw.
One word changes a lot.
It really does. It really does. You're like, oh, God, I'm very conflicted by this.
I have several follow-up questions to that statement. I think. I honestly don't think, just from knowing you, from hanging out with you, and like, you know, we've been doing this podcast. We've been talking to each other a couple times a week for over a year now. I don't think there is a scenario that you could tell me something that serious and I believe you.
That is not true. You're very gullible. I've done it time and time again.
Well, yeah, I have, but it's taken, like, you've got me a lot of times, but recently I've like wisened up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, dude. Sure.
I don't think if you told me anything serious over like a diagnosis, I would believe you.
I think I would space it out. I think I'm smart enough to space it out enough to where I think I'd get you. I think I'd get you again. I want someone to make a Venus of us, dude. Remember the Venuses? It's like
the Venuses.
Back in like the Neolithic era, there would be like these statues that they would call Venuses.
But
they're big, fat, thick women. You know what I mean? Because it's like, because if you were, you know, big back then, it's bountiful. You're healthy and whatever else.
Yeah, it was a privilege to be fat because
I want someone
was hard to come by.
Pregnant and all. Yeah, I want someone to make one of me, dude. Someone make me a Venus, dude. That's what I want to be.
Yeah, I'd have a Venus made of me. I think that'd be pretty
why
cool.
not? Can you imagine yours now? Big ass lips and a mustache and just huge hips.
All right,
and a belly.
You know what? I wasn't going to bring this up, but since you just made that joke, I will. Do you think maybe your relation of taking like a Chinese feminism class may have, you know, related to you just randomly telling me you're going to murder a Japanese lady on a train? Do you think maybe there's some like?
I think it made me open. I think it made me open-minded enough to even have the thought.
Is that so? You have to be open-minded to murder a woman in cold blood.
I think you have to. I think you have to be open-minded enough to be able to want to ingest and adore someone's culture enough to visit their country,
and kill them.
Well, exactly, and go there and then indulge in whatever you have to in a blind rage because I blacked out.
Yeah,
an angel told me to do it.
She said yes 6 years later to the day. Took a trip to the large... Man, that's like how long until is this going to make me sad? We took a trip to the largest resort in our state. I made sure the sky was clear, the crowds were minimal, and the flowers had bloomed. I got off my knee to embrace her. She was elated. Her smile, her embrace, her scent. Every detail was just as I imagined.
Yeah, she shit herself.
How did you propose?
How did I propose? I took Allison to Fairbanks, Alaska, under the Northern Lights.
Did you actually?
I did.
I'll text her right now.
Go ahead, text her. I did it. That's what happened.
That's very romantic. That's actually incredibly thoughtful and sweet.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
Did she cry?
Yeah, I did for probably like 3 or 4 hours. I don't know. I think I can't remember where she was at. But yeah, no, I teared up. Did you?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had like a whole like little speech prepared and stuff. And we were both crying.
Can you remember it?
I do remember it, actually.
Can you say it to me right now? And I'll pretend I'm Kayla.
What would your Kayla impression be like?
Well, once you start saying it, I'll start doing it.
Kayla?
Yeah.
So she sounds like Goofy.
That doesn't sound like Goofy.
That was a Goofy impression.
Okay.
That was 100% Goofy impression. Years ago, you asked me, I was waiting for you to do the impression again.
Oh, what did I ask you? Wait, what?
Okay.
Keep going.
Do you remember what you asked me?
Pass the ketchup.
Okay, now you're Patrick Stark.
It's the same voice.
Anyway, the little like speech I gave or whatever is like when we had started dating, we had this whole conversation where she was talking about how like she used to pray for when she was a kid, she used to pray for like a man to come into her life to make things better, not worse, blah blah blah, like all this sappy stuff. And when I proposed, right before I got down on one knee, I said something to the effect of like, I think I'm that man, or I want to be that man, or something like that, and proposed. It was very sweet. Go ahead.
I was just listening.
I was just waiting for you to have some snide remark or comment too.
No, I think it's beautiful.
Okay, all right. Can I go back to the story now?
Yeah. Yeah, I was to say the language he's using is very flowery. Like everything has to be this kind of thing. But yeah, it's funny to do the same thing with like pussy juice and blood for the smell of birth. It's like, caught it like a fishing net. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
You know, I saw someone made like a highlight reel of us and they titled it Christian Appalachian Boy and Godless Midwestern Man, the podcast. And I feel like that becomes more true every day.
I want to ban that guy from ever reviewing this show again, is what I say.
The cry was not as expected. It was merely a hic, a gasp, choking. I caught a glimpse of the baby before the nurses rushed him out of the room. His spine bent as if a string yanked the back of his head to his heels. His torso, is that funny, Hunter?
It's like the weird Chinese finger trap baby. Pull out. Well, that's not right.
That's how I describe.
If I was the doctor delivering it, well, that's not right. The first thing I said. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Guys, just insane, like a child with a birth defect. Quote, Chinese finger trap baby.
Come on, man. It can kind of make sense, right? When you have to push it together, it's like a contorted. It doesn't matter.
I understand what you meant, sure.
Yeah.
I processed it. It was the choice of words.
I am not doing right. I am not doing right by the Asian community with this episode so far.
No. You are,
and I apologize for that. I apologize.
I have his address if anyone wants it. I'll sell it for $14.
That is so cheap.
I know. Yeah, it's to send a message. His torso was a stump compared to the ski pole limbs attached, and the eyes, bulging from his skull, they clung to their sockets like balloons inflated in a roll of duct tape.
Looks like a little Brian Peppers popping out, doesn't it? Was that his name?
It's not funny.
Do you remember Brian Peppers? Does that not sound like the image of him?
I remember Brian Peppers, yeah. But when I read that, just because of how like the language was kind of literal for a while, that it got like very figurative. So I imagine like there's literally two balloons taped to the kid's head.
His torso was a stump.
Like the doctor turned around and was like, ta-da, and he like made a balloon animal on his head.
Yeah, let me tell you, he should not look like this.
Yeah. Like, oh, how'd that happen? He's like hurriedly tying up like a poodle balloon animal behind him.
Yeah, big clown nose. Tying it up. What do you think of that? It's a sword.
That would be you as a doctor.
Yeah, I know. Looks like a Tommy gun, balloon gun here, huh? Just kidding. Your kid's dead. Welcome back to Cream Crew. Oh my God, wrong show.
Leave it. Don't touch it.
Please don't.
Don't touch it.
Please, people will be so mad at me. Please don't.
Staying in the episode. We are at no. I refuse. We're keeping it. There was such confidence. You were so ready for that one.
Please, for the love of God, do not keep that.
That was so good. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cream Crew, the show, the other podcast that Hunter doesn't care
Welcome to CreepCast.
No. I refuse.
I'm sick. Leave me alone. It was the story starts off with him living in basically a windowless basement. It was probably dirt cheap, and I did something very similar when I was in college. And it gave me flashbacks, and I almost thought for a second someone was writing a story of my life, and it made me very scared.
It gave you a flashback. So do you have a mental picture in your head of like what this looks like? I imagine like there's a stairwell outside of his door.
Yeah. So what?
Like humming machines at the end of the hall. It's kind of dark down there.
I shared an apartment my sophomore year of college with a 53-year-old Mexican custodian. Who did not speak any English, and it wasn't the fact.
Shut up! No,
I swear to God, I did. It was split barrack style. We had it was like an open floor plan thing. I got to live there for free, which is why I did. I lived there for probably about like 6 months. Unbelievable. But when you went down to our room, it was like basically from the kitchen, because it was like an old house built in like the early 1900s. So it was a big, probably like 6-bedroom house, and in the kitchen there was a door that led to the basement, and we lived in the basement part, obviously. But there was also, like you were saying, a storm like hatch door that led from the outside in, so you could like kind of the very stereotypical like wooden doors that open up from the ground. You walk down into the basement. So in my mind, it's something very similar. Exposed cement, probably cracked, fucked up foundation because the house is old. You know, like probably a drain in the center of the room, a storm drain just in case water leaks in from outside coming down. And then
Didn't you also live like in your car for a while and stuff?
When I graduated college, yes.
Okay. Are you like 38 years old?
I am 42.
You have a never-ending just like avalanche of like, well, I was here for a year, and that was of course when I was in tenement housing with a non-English speaker who had like 8 children. Anyway, then after that,
okay, you're giving the man you're giving the definite alcoholic that I lived with far more credibility and character than what he had. He had no family, and he would get very angry, not at me, but he would listen to football on his radio by his bed, and he would scream.
Just start yelling?
Yes, and he would scream.
You spent 6 months living in a basement with a non-English speaker who would scream at the radio.
Yes, sir.
And drink.
Well, he didn't scream at it every night, but he did do that. He did bring, you know, let me finish. He did bring ladies back sometimes, and I would politely leave to give the man some privacy. I don't know how he worked at a college, because I was a sophomore in college. He worked at a college like 3 blocks down the road from the college I was at. So he didn't work at the school I worked at, but he worked at one of the like local schools as well. And yeah, he's a fine guy. Remember one time we got really drunk. We watched The Cable Guy together. Hysterical. I don't even think he knew what the fuck they were saying was the craziest part of it. You just, every time Jim Carrey came out, you know that part in The Cable Guy when Jim Carrey is at the, Matthew Broderick is having that nightmare sequence, and Jim Carrey has like the glow in the dark contacts on, and he's like, no big deal, and starts sprinting towards the door. The guy, I don't know if I want to say his name. I mean, his name was Diego, but he sat there and he was like, Jim Carrey! He would scream his name. And he would laugh hysterically. And I'm like, I don't know if he's just really drunk and if he's just excited to see Jim Carrey or if he knows what's going on in this movie.
At some point, you're making these stories up. I swear. Like,
you know what? You can think that all you want. All I know is that 6 months flies by when you're in school.
Okay, I'm telling everyone what you did to me. Okay. I asked him one time in confidence as a friend, which I know a lot of you people don't think we're friends, and you know what? Maybe we're not.
You skew the narrative very heavily that we are not friends.
No.
That is you.
Yes. Now, because with this information, just wait till they see what they do with this one. I asked him in confidence. I'm like, Hunter, how old are you? And this man, he looks me in the eye and says, I'm 21 years old. Okay. And I'm like, no, what? That's younger than me. I'm like, no way. Are you serious? He's like, yeah, you know, I just started making animations in high school, just grew up. And I have, at the time, I have no reason to not believe this man. He's my friend. So I thought. And for like a month, I would like casually make jokes about me being older than him and be like, haha, you're right. Then I listened to an interview he does on YouTube, and he's describing living in a car, his time in college, everything. I'm like, oh, okay. So he would have been like living on the road when he was 13 years old, going off of that math. And then I asked, to this day, he won't tell me. He still won't tell me. I'm furious over it.
How old is Google Sam?
I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe a thing. Unless I see your driver's license, I refuse to believe you. And it's constantly. So when he says he was living with a guy who didn't speak English in the basement of a college that the guy didn't work at, who'd periodically get drunk, laugh at Jim Carrey, and yell at the radio.
You're skewing the narrative. It was in the basement of a house while I was in college, not the basement of a college. He worked at a college. He was a custodian at a college. His name is Diego.
Okay. It was
just respect those names, and he loves.
You were both in a neutral basement, unrelated to either college.
We were in the basement of a home, like a 6-bedroom home, that was close enough to both of our colleges. Our colleges were very close. I went to an art school, and he worked at like basically a private, like state school kind of thing. Okay. It wasn't like a state school.
And this would have been when you were, by the age
sophomore.
You told me, 9 years old.
Yeah. So if we're going by years that you were, I would have been 9, almost 10. But no, so I was a sophomore.
You were certainly molested.
I can't confirm or deny that. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say no because Diego's too good of a man. And Diego, if you're listening to this, que paso?
He can't. He doesn't speak English.
Hola. Well, that's why I'm speaking Spanish, and I would say Google Translate. I miss you, man. I miss you. I have no idea if he's even still alive. I hope he is. It's been 12 minutes since we've actually read this part, so everyone's forgot.
Now I'm just imagining, like, through all of this, there's just like a Hispanic man in the room who just doesn't.
I'm not gonna lie. In my mind's eye, I did picture Diego there. I was gonna ask you, like, yeah, he's in the basement with it. I'm like, and where's the guy come in? Oh, wait,
and where's Diego at?
That was my life. Okay.
Is Diego at the vending machine? Is that why he's talking about the vending machine?
Yes, that's right.
No, Diego will make an appearance, I'm sure. It'll go crazy. I have no idea why I chose to do that, but it was fun giving into the strange impulse not to break the droning hum of the soda machines, at least for the moment. I do get that. Have you ever been to like a really quiet place and for some reason you're like, I shouldn't make a lot of noise, you know?
No, I don't think I've ever done that.
All right. Okay. So I got to the stairwell.
I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of being like, I don't want to break the droning hum of the soda machines. I don't know if people are going to start yelling at me again, like the license plate fiasco. But sorry, I don't give a fuck about the droning soda machines.
Okay, hold on. I more so get it in nature, like when I'm outside, and not for like, oh, I don't want something to see me. Just like it sounds so calm that I'm just like light footsteps, like I don't want to, disturb the peace, so to speak. And I could get that in like a more industrial area of kind of like it's so calm here. Why ruin it? I remember being a kid. We went to like a really big church when I was a kid. And sometimes when I'd go downstairs to the bathroom, there were like these long, long hallways around the church, like in the basement area. And it kind of had that like, the fluorescent hum thing. And I remember just standing down there sometimes and thinking like, man, it is so quiet. Like you can hear so much every little detail. And I kind of get not wanting to disturb that.
Right. Don't want to break the silence.
Yeah. No,
that makes sense.
Almost not of like a fear thing, more of almost like a social cue, weirdly. It's strange.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Then, a familiar voice broke my tension.
John.
This is Amy's voice, just so you know.
Yeah.
Would you like to?
Okay. All right. Fine. I'll change. I like saying John, just like John. But I'll do.
John.
There you go. Was a single word in Amy's voice. I breathed a sigh of relief.
Hey, it's you.
Every character we have in these series You love to make just a toddler off the
Hey,
jump.
it's you. Sigh of relief.
Who else would it be?
Audio listeners.
All right,
are like,
fine.
what is going on? Whose voice is this? What is happening?
Who else would it be?
Thank you. She responded.
Oh, the number. I'm at a party on 7th Street. And my phone died just as you called. This is someone else's phone, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Where are you?
My eyes glanced over the drab whitewashed cylinder block walls and the heavy metal door with its small window.
At my building. Just feeling cooped up. I didn't realize it was so late. You should come here.
Nah. I don't feel like looking for some strange place by myself in the middle of the night.
Whoa.
What?
Why over the course of that sentence did he become like Keith David? Not even that. That was like Wesley Snipes. That was like Blade.
All right. Okay, fine. I was getting him being a little more scratching his chin. Ho hum. All right.
Some place in the middle of the night, little girl.
Nah, I don't feel like looking for some strange place by myself in the middle of the night.
I said, looking out the window at the silent, windy street that secretly scared me just a tiny bit.
I think I'm just gonna keep working or go to bed. Nonsense! I can come get you. Your building is close to 7th Street, right? How drunk are you? You know where I live? Oh, of course.
Hold on. Time out.
What, man?
The tones are all over the place. The voice, as the director of this project, you gotta lock in. You gotta keep it.
How drunk are you? You know where I live? Oh,
Thank you.
Of course. I guess I can get there by walking, huh? You could if you wanted to waste half an hour. Right. Okay. Have to go. Good luck with your work.
Damn, she just shot that down immediately.
He's like, probably should have just said it was fine for her to walk over.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, can I walk over there?"
He's like, yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah, the girl's like, "Oh, I can walk," and he was like, "Yeah, if you want to waste half an hour, stupid idiot." I mean, even though it's not necessarily a supernatural environment, it feels kind of at the edge of natural, right?
Yeah, it feels like
not to use the word liminal for the 8 bajillionth time, but it does feel kind of like a liminal space.
Kind of feels like a Eraserhead or something like a David Lynch movie.
Yeah. Something that's just a little
uncanny.
Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, there was something of I love that take though, where you're like, I don't even think this building's real.
I don't know where I'm at.
He ain't even in the building.
The fever in my the fever I have has actually melted my brain. I don't think I know where I'm at.
2 chapters in, he's going to be like, so we're under the impression Amy's a bug, right?
Yeah,
She's a big old bug lady.
Yeah, I want noodles.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I want noodles. That's just what you're gonna hear. All of a sudden, you're gonna be like, okay, yep, he's brain dead.
Okay, all right, Hunter, you take care, buddy. Yeah, you and Diego go have fun. Diego's not even real. Diego was never real. Hunter had that basement by himself.
Oh my god, Diego.
He would get like late at night. He'd be sad watching Cable Guy. I'd be like, it'd be really cool if a non-English speaker, was.
I wish I had my own Dora.
I don't think you can call him that.
Swiper, no swipey.
Diego was like a 50-year-old man who wore like a purple crop top and like had a backpack on all the time.
I want to talk to the map, Diego.
Bro, Diego's the name of Dora's cousin in the show.
Oh shit, that's right.
Go Diego Go, the spinoff show.
There has to be some kind of like Freudian slip.
Bro, you 100% imagine Diego. You were watching
It's real.
Dora in the
It's
basement
real.
of the school.
It's
like,
real.
Man, I wish Diego was my friend. I wish he was here
Go,
with me.
Diego, go.
Swiper, no swiping. My gosh. Okay.
How do we know that John doesn't want to cut off Amy's skin and wear it like a suit?
We don't. I like how when you were introduced to a female character in the story, that's immediately where your mind goes. It's not where my mind goes, but hey, I didn't live with Diego for
As soon as I hear a
time,
woman's
so.
name in a story, I picture what her skin would feel like over mine.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a lot to unpack all at once. I don't think Diego would approve of that.
Sorry about that, man. I'm 2 Dayquil pills deep and 4 cough drops about to pop my 5th. Let's get it.
Look, all I'm saying is I haven't seen this is the exact same scenario that I confessed the whole Jacoby thing about. Okay? And you are now confessing about Diego. So maybe we're both talking about imaginary friends while we're sick, huh? You ever think
I
of
don't
that?
think so. I don't think so.
You ever
You were
think
high on pills. I couldn't
And
be more
I talked
clear.
about my imaginary girlfriend, and now you're high on pills, and you're talking about your imaginary basement buddy named Diego.
I'm being honest. I'm living my truth.
I had the strange, fleeting impression that the doors were standing like silent granite monoliths erected by some ancient, forgotten civilization for some unfathomable guardian purpose. That sentence sounds like something you or I would say midway through an episode.
Very,
That
very,
was a CreepCast comment.
yeah. And here's a classic CreepCast for people's fucking bingo cards I see. That's very Lovecraftian of him to say. You think I don't say that? Especially this being, in my mind's eye, a very Lovecraftian thing for him to say. Dad's upset.
I'm glad you don't have like strong feelings about it or anything. Wait, let's go ahead and knock the rest of them out, okay? Man, if Kyle from Baraska was here, oh man, he'd be having such a great time.
Yeah, Kyle from Baraska be like, yo, John, why are you acting so weird right now?
Yeah, I'm definitely not holding up something to the camera for you to not be able to see. My wife isn't here to get me, so that one won't work. I already made a "you're gonna want to see this" joke. It's right behind me, isn't it? Same thing. Something has to fall, so here's a pin, and then you have to make fun of my accent.
You have to make fun of my accent.
I think that's all of them. All right, should
That's
be
it.
good. We can continue on with this.
All right.
now.
I had a buddy who kind of went off into his own little, like, I wouldn't say he went insane. I just think more so like became a huge recluse. Like it would take a lot of effort to actually like get him to respond to things. You'd have to like basically go to his house to conversate with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Be hard to get a hold of him. Did he just start doing something like, I don't know, imagining he was with a 54-year-old Hispanic man named Diego? And they lived in the basement together?
No, because he would have had a really good head on his shoulders if that was the case and been living like a pretty cool life.
He definitely would be well adjusted and not succumbing to his own psychopathy or anything.
Yeah, and especially that he's a very selfless guy by not learning literally any Spanish when living with the person.
Not even fathoming communicating with this guy he lives with.
And I will say,
absolutely.
and I'll say this every time that
stepping over him culturally, socially, you know.
I thought I was being
interpersonally.
kind. I thought I was being kind when I would walk in and say "Hola," but looking back on it now, it feels pretty rude. I should have just been like, "Hey." That's probably not that bad.
Hunter walked in there every day. Was like, "Hola, you taco? Oh, burrito?
No. Now you're
All right,
you're reaching. You're reaching.
Oh, you like? We live here in the casa. Look at that guy.
He'd be
Like,
watching his foosball game, and he would be yelling, and I would just walk in.
Hunter has friends over, and he's like, "Hey guys, watch this taco." He knows that one. Isn't that
I know
right?
it must be hard to believe, but I actually did not have anybody over when I lived there.
No, you living in the basement with a man who can't speak the same
I know.
language. You
I know.
weren't a super hit with the kids. You weren't very popular with your friends.
No, I was popular. I just never brought him over because I thought, you know what, this is probably not going to go over well. Is what I used to think. Diego, on the other hand, would bring many people over.
Diego was living his best life. He was bringing over that man. That's so funny that, like, were you dating anyone at the time?
No.
Oh man, that's so funny that like this guy who like this grown man was like having you leave the house so he could hook up with girls and you
No. Here's the thing. He never asked. He never shooed me off or anything. He was very willing just to do kind of whatever in there. I left out of my own good faith of like taking my laptop out and going to a friend's house and being like, you guys just want to play League or something? I really shouldn't go back for about 4 hours is usually what
I should give him time. Yeah.
Yeah, give Diego some time to just figure himself out and do his little business. And then every time I was
pulling constantly, and you just
every time I would return back, as soon as I opened the basement door to walk down, I got the like most abhorrent like peanut butter and pumpkin seed smell you've ever had in your life. It was just atrocious. That's how you knew he did it. He did his deed.
What? Wait. What? The smell in the room afterwards would be peanut butter and pumpkin seed?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. It's not good. Salty, bitter and salty is what I would say.
Oh.
I know. You're telling me.
Shut up. No, don't. Oh, I don't like that peanut butter and pumpkin seed.
You know what's crazy is they say Febreze. Febreze in the can says kills 99.9% of odor and stuff. Not possible. You'd have to fumigate that room down there to get that deal out. And I remember I started getting on my clothes and stuff.
Peanut butter? Why is it smelling peanut butter?
I started vacuum sealing my clothes and putting them under the bed that I had because it was it helped not. It kept the stink off of them.
Ew, dude. Okay, all right, I'm gonna keep it. Gosh, that's the grossest thing for a while. I love peanut butter, dude. Why'd you do that?
As soon as you're gonna go to a jar of peanut butter in your house, open it, and you're just gonna hear it. Diego.
Shut up.
Diego.
I've had seafood ruined for me for at least a month because my wife thought it'd be funny to be like, oh, I ate so much crab, now I've got the crab sweats. The idea that like if you get so full of it, you start to smell like crab when you sweat, which is
I feel like that's probably true, right?
I don't want shut up.
Same like meat sweats.
Stop. I hate that word too. I hate that so much. Grosses me out.
All right,
so hard.
All right.
Between that and peanut butter, I'm becoming a vegan to stop putting up with you people. She's been my best friend for years. She doesn't know it, but I count the day that I met her among one of the few moments of true happiness in my life. Well, that's an utterly depressing sentence.
That's creepy as hell.
Yeah.
She doesn't know it, but I count that. It's like, why doesn't she know that? Like, why would you not want to tell your best friend that?
Also, the friend vibe's kind of strange to me. It's like, why is this girl who goes to party and stuff, her quote unquote best friend is a guy who doesn't see people for weeks on end? Is she your best friend, or is that your perception of her?
I don't think it's odd also to tell somebody of your best friends, like, hey, when I met you, I feel like my life is more enriched. Like, I'd say that to you, Isaiah. I'd say, you know what, ever since I've met you and stuff, I feel like my life has been enriched deeply. And it isn't creepy for me to say.
Sweet. And Hunter, I would say the same about you until you reinforced the meat sweats thing a few minutes ago. That was a significant downturn, but up until then, my life has been better since getting to know you. Despite what the people on the subreddit might think.
When I was at your house too, I was like, what does this smell like? So I went through your and Kayla's stuff and I was just sniffing stuff around because it's not weird. We're friends, you know? Isaiah, are you there?
What did it smell like?
I didn't know. I didn't know if the call broke up. What did it smell like?
Yeah.
Everything from Kayla's stuff to your stuff all smell like Old Spice Fiji.
That is the deodorant that I use. That is the worst. Why did you have to guess correctly? Why did you have to do that?
Dude, I got the nose of the bloodhound, man.
Shut up.
What can I say?
I'm switching deodorant. I'm showering.
Nah, keep the deodorant. It's good. It's good stuff.
Shut up, God. You're like a predator. You're like in the woods.
Nah.
After the knock, I yelled through the door jokingly that I had a camera between the soda machine.
How is that? How's that a joke? Ha ha! Hey, I have a camera looking at you through the soda machines. Do you see it? Do you see that? Is that funny? If you're Amy, I would fucking bolt. I'd be gone.
This girl like has a social life, is like theoretically a well-adjusted person.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I better go check on John. And then he's like, ha ha, there's a camera down the hallway. I positioned it to stare at you. Like, so funny, John. Now let me, a woman who is, quote, the best thing that ever happened to you, into your house alone with no witnesses.
Yeah, I've known you for 2 days, John.
Yeah, haha, John, that's very funny. Anyway, let me in. Yeah. I joked that there was a camera between the soda machines because I was embarrassed myself that I had taken this paranoia so far. After I did that, I saw her image walk over to the camera and look down at it. She smiled and waved. This interaction's so strange.
It's
like, I
odd.
understand it's setting up some supernatural stuff, but there's a woman outside the door. He's like, haha, there's a camera down the hall. And she like spins smiling and walks up to the camera and like waves at it. Like, yeah, it's weird.
I'd hate to be just a neighbor in that building seeing these tenants have to do their shit. I'd be like, there's the creepiest little bastard in the basement.
Those freaks down the hallway.
Keep looking at a Logitech C920 webcam, waving at it and doing dances and shit outside the hallway. I'm having a stroke watching it. She
She's
says,
dressed in like full like Gryffindor cosplay.
she's like, I'm a Hufflepuff.
She has a wand and everything. She's like shoot her out like, oh, it's them again.
The amount of times he's laughed at himself for being a fucking weirdo is actually making my skin crawl. He keeps being like, me. Hey, jeez, what am I thinking? Me. Like, how many times has he done that in the last 2 days? A lot. A lot. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it keeps being like, I'm just I get a little weird sometimes. He's like, okay, so
I'm such a freak.
It's funnier to imagine him wearing full like Heath Ledger Joker face paint during all this.
Yeah. Wow, I'm a character.
You talk to a woman at a party and everything's okay. You call her 12 times at 2 a.m. and everyone loses their minds.
Do you want to help me? Do you want to help me set up my webcam in between a vending machine?
You place a security camera outside of your building and everything's fine because it's all part of the plan.
It's
but
simple.
You set up one little webcam between a vending machine staring directly at the weird redheaded girl's front door and everyone loses their minds.
It's simple. We kill Amy. All right, that's funny, John. You do like Heath Ledger. Thank you. You want to know how I'm going to unlock this door to let you in?
He already has a pool cue in his hand.
Yeah, exactly. It's a magic track.
So stupid.
Kill. Like she comes over, he's in. Simply kill Amy. Like he's just gonna beat her to death when she walks in. I've talked to blind people who are like, yeah, I know how to get through my house because I know exactly how many steps it takes to get to every part of my house.
They know how to talk? I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking. No, and then I like that the author's username is Emma Watson, but dumber. I enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name. I checked her out. Her name is Helena. No, cut that out.
Well, watch out, Helena. He's coming.
Let's all focus.
He is coming. Uh-oh.
Let's all focus on Hunter making fun of blind people. I think that's the important thing here. As a matter of fact, I'll add it to the list of things he hates. The disabled.
I love. Okay.
What were you going to say? Go ahead.
I love disabled people.
That's what I thought you were going to say. That is somehow even worse.
I do.
That's even worse. That is even worse. Okay. Like I remember when I was reading House of Leaves, in the intro it talks about like the police are investigating a apartment building that someone died in. And they're like, at first the police had questions as to why none of the what was it? Nothing in the house had labels. The light in the fridge was out, stuff like that. It's like, oh, he was blind. And it's like, oh yeah, I guess you wouldn't need the light bulb in the refrigerator.
It would take a lot more for me to make that delineation.
I think there were more layers than that. Actually, hold on.
Man, you're really selling House of Leaves as a real crime thriller here. I mean, they went in and the fridge didn't have a light bulb, so put 2 and 2 together. He's blind.
It's not a crime.
Wow. I feel like I'm listening to Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs right now. That's impressive, man. Wow.
His apartment, however, didn't come close to anything envisioned by Joel P. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me make my case. Okay, here it is. Sure, his place was eclectic, but hardly grotesque or even that far out of the ordinary. Until, of course, you took a more careful look and realized, hey, why are all these candles unused? Why no clocks? Not on the walls, not even on the corner of a dresser. And what's with these strange pale books or the fact that there's hardly a bulb in the whole apartment, not even in the refrigerator? Well, that, of course, was Zampano's greatest ironic gesture. Love of love written by the brokenhearted, love of life written by the dead, all of this language of light, film, and photography, and he hadn't seen a thing since the mid-50s. He was blind as a bat. So, but I don't have a clock
on my walls.
Listen, the reason that's significant is because when the police investigate his house, it's covered in writings. There's like stories written across books and books and books, and there's journals everywhere, and he's been writing on the wall, but then he's blind. So how was he doing that? And that's where the question comes from. So
yeah, the kicker was the light bulb in the fridge. You really have to go out of your way to remove the light bulb in the fridge.
Well, if it goes out, you're not going to replace it.
When have you ever, in your life, when have you ever heard someone be like, hey, man, real quick, I just got to I have to change the light bulb in my fridge?
Listen, no, I have had a garage fridge. We know every white middle-class family has a garage fridge, right? You know what I'm talking about.
No comment.
Okay. That fridge, you're not holding up a sign right now or anything, are you?
No.
Because you do that to me sometimes. You'll have a sign that's like psychopath or whatever. That fridge out there, I've had the light go out there, but everyone just leaves it because they're like, well, it's a garage fridge. Who cares? It is possible for the light bulb to go out of a fridge.
Yeah, but that's a blind person's house. That happens too.
So he would never know.
That's true. Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know. I've been drinking this chocolate milk. I think it's spoiled. I think it's gone bad.
Why are you still drinking it?
I mean, it's almost done. I feel bad if I just dump it out.
If it's bad, throw it out. You and Kayla are the same way. She will eat rotten food because she's like, I don't want to be wasteful. It's like it's already gone to waste.
This is definitely. It's almost. It's like a Greek tragedy. It's like Oedipus Rex or something. I'm looking at this and it's resembling the last bit of chocolate milk in the bottom of the Chateau local milk bottle is, it looks like the diarrhea that's going to be in my toilet later. That's what it feels like.
Okay, can we get to the story before you say something else I don't like?
Sour like a warhead. Yep, let's do it.
Milk should not be... Okay, actually, I'm going to step right here to my mini fridge, and I'm going to grab a drink. So 1 sec.
You pull out a giant bottle of vodka.
All right, I was actually sitting here listening to see if you had anything snarky to say, and you did, so you failed.
I thought you could hear me. I was obviously talking to you.
And that time, I got up actually to get the drink, so I tricked you twice. Haha.
You're a sick fuck. That's very House of Leaves of you.
Okay, shut up. That's an amazing book.
Well, I'm just saying that like brilliant cat and mouse game you're playing with me. It reminded me of my favorite horror crime novella.
What are you talking about? Cat and mouse game?
Just cat and mouse. That's what all crime thrillers are. You're trying to catch the perp. When they go in, they're like, "How exactly?"
Okay, but the cat. No. The cat. No. What I was reading is the opening of House of Leaves. It has nothing to do.
The cat. No. The cat asks, if he's blind, how did he write on the wall? And then the mouse does, you'll have to find out. Cat and mouse. No matter what, the one thing's for certain is that chocolate milk is work. I mean, like I am having to hold everything in right now. Go ahead.
You can run to the bathroom.
No, I want to see. I'm kind of hooked right now.
On seeing if you can hold it in or the story?
The story. Maybe both.
What would happen if you just violently...
If I had a violent diarrhea in my pants, I would show the audience. I would show you the back of my legs and everything. Okay. But I want to know what happens.
Okay. All right. If that milk gets too bad, you need to let me know.
I'll let you know.
Okay?
I'll switch to mobile and I'll record that way.
Okay. All right. I hung I'm imagining now that like the camera's cutting back and forth between my normal setup and you like in a dark bathroom with the phone right under your chin and like you could just hear very loud toilet noises.
I don't want to come to that. Please read.
All right. Are we ready for the final part?
Oh boy, I'm ready.
How are we doing, Milk Boy? You ready? Can you do it?
I am so stoked. I can't wait to have a diarrhea after this.
It's going to be awesome, isn't it? And then while you're doing it, you can think about a hunter, a spider hunter right behind you. On the wall,
a gangly spider hunter who's
learning how to have diarrhea.
Yeah, he's like taking all of his sour milk and drinking it profusely. And he's just like, oh, up in the corner. Oh,
Yep.
oh. And I'm like, first time, bud. Oh.
Yeah, Hunter just makes friends with it.
Yeah, I'm like, you all right, buddy? You want some more sour milk? Oh.
This big nasty cicada person.
Yeah. I'm like, fucking pussy. Drink it.
What about a pet? Would you go back for a pet?
Yeah, I'd go back for my dog.
Okay. I don't know. How many guys would you bring with you?
God. Give me fucked up is it would be something where like I'd be like, hey Isaiah, you want to help me move something? And I'd like have you go in and I'd shut the door. I'd hear the rustling and then I'd just make a dead sprint for my beagle and I would leave. My basset hound and I'd leave.
And I'm like pressed up against the window like, no, Hunter,
Yeah.
Oh, no. You could see it like pulling the hair out of my head. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Right behind me.
And like, well, that's what
Hunter, please.
yeah. It's giant lips kissing the window.
Okay. All right. You would be the one that, as I'm being torn apart, would be like, oh, he has big lips. That's why that thing has big lips. That's funny. It would look like its face would be your drawing of me.
That's perfect.
That would be its head.
That's perfect. Well, it's a beautiful representation, so you should be happy.
Okay. That you said when I said I die, you said that's what I get for what? What were you about to say?
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay, I'm sure it was something.
My
my
asshole is like Alcatraz right now, and a few little prisoners are about to escape. If you catch my drift.
I wonder how much longer if I keep rambling until you crap
I desperately
yourself on
want
the
you
podcast.
just to read so bad.
What if I didn't though? What if I sat here?
It took
for
a while to
What
try
if-
to convince
what
my
if we
friend to
waited?
come with me. He was really scared, but I had to get all my
Perfect.
stuff.
It'll be even longer with
with me reading no shit. I'm gonna assure that thing that I'm not saying.
Yeah, I feel
What
there's
does that
some
mean?
weird language here and stuff like that. Maybe English is a second language. I don't know. I'm gonna assure that thing that I'm not staying. Like I'm gonna make sure it knows that I'm not sticking around. This is its house.
Oh, I'm not staying. Okay, I'm gonna assure that thing that I'm not staying. I'll leave. Oh my fuck! I'll leave soon enough, and I'll be free to. And it'll be free to torment whoever comes here next. I fucking hate my life. Right? I hope you guys are reading the screen because I'm like a nonsensical fucking schizophrenic right now reading this shit. God, I hate myself. I hate my fucking ape brain.
How's that milk doing, buddy?
It's not good. Not good.